We know the fundamental building blocks of our bodies are the same as other organisms, so it only makes sense to nourish your body with what it is made of, optimizing regeneration and repair. Every cell in your body will thank you. Fulvic acid is extraordinary in how many bodily functions and systems it supports. It is essential to the metabolic processes of living cells and helps correct cell imbalances. It assists with enzyme production, hormone structures, and is necessary for the absorption and utilization of vitamins. It is one of the finest, natural, most powerful electrolytes known. It creates the ideal environment for dissolved mineral complexes and trace elements, allowing cells to bioreact electrically with one another. The perfect delivery and disposal system all in one. Due to its nanite size, fulvic acid moves easily into cells, including crossing the blood-brain barrier. It bonds to nutrients, carrying up to 60 times its molecular weight and nutrition into the cell. It also bonds to waste inside the cell, removing up to 60 times its weight in toxins, heavy metals, pollutants, and pesticides. Free radicals are toxic byproducts that cause significant cellular damage. Each cell in your body can be hit by up to 10,000 free radicals per day, and they need to be neutralized in order to not ravage living cells and tissue. To be neutralized, each free radical needs a donor electron. One molecule of fulvic acid can donate 14 teratrillion electrons. That's 21 zeros. It has the unique ability to react with both negatively and positively charged unpaired electrons, rendering free radicals harmless. It then alters the mineral to new usable compounds or eliminates them as waste.
Very interesting topic today, and that is on fulvic acid. Now this stuff is very, very interesting, but today I'm going to give you the top 8 benefits of fulvic acid. And I believe that this stuff could really help take your health to the next level or help you with the current condition that you have. So let's get right into it. So fulvic acid comes from decomposing organic plant matter. When microbes break down plant matter, fulvic acid is produced. Now this stuff has actually been used for a little over 3,000 years in traditional Ayurvedic medicine to treat a lot of different health conditions. And also it's a catalyst or a helper compound that help make things work properly. So benefit number 1 is fulvic acid is going to help chelate heavy metals. What this means is that it's going to help pull out an excess of metals like iron, aluminum, copper, which now we need iron and copper in certain amounts, just not in excess. Well, this is going to help regulate that if you have an excessive amount of these present in your body. But aluminum, on the other hand, is not something that you want present in your body in excess amounts. It's toxic and it's not good for us in any way, shape, or form. Individuals that are really going to benefit from this chelating effect that fulvic acid has are going to be, number 1, autistic children, because aluminum tends to be present in higher amounts in the brain. Number 2 is Alzheimer's patients, because the brain plaquing that is in Alzheimer's patients' brains has been shown to have a lot of aluminum deposits present in them. Number 2 is that it's going to increase the absorption of the good minerals in your body, like trace minerals, which are needed in smaller amounts, and then the other minerals that are needed in larger amounts like potassium, magnesium, and calcium. Number 3 is going to be fulvic acid is very good for your microbiome, and specifically I'm talking about your microbiome in your gut. This is really good for improving gut health and healing damage. So this stuff would be very beneficial for people that have leaky gut. Now benefit number 4 is going to kind of tie into that, because fulvic acid is a really good anti-inflammatory. Now this is a system-wide anti-inflammatory effect that it has. If you have or have had gut issues or know anyone that has had these, you know inflammation is usually a big driver and problem that is created from gut problems. Number 5, fulvic acid can act as a mild diuretic. It can help pull excess fluid off of the body. So if you're feeling like you're retaining a little bit of fluid, feeling a little puffy, swollen, you could try taking some fulvic acid to get that to pull out. And also, as a side note, you could also try taking more potassium. Number 6 is that it's going to help regulate your blood pressure. And number 7 is that it has a immunomodulation effect. So fulvic acid is going to help regulate the immune system. A good example would be if you have too much immune system activity in an area of inflammation, or you have too little. Fulvic acid is going to help regulate that. Number 8 is going to be that fulvic acid increases energy levels and helps to reduce pain. I think most of us could definitely use the increased energy level benefit. Just as something to back this up, according to research that was done by Doctors Across Borders, and I will have this linked in the description if you'd like to read it yourself, but studies have found that as natural and organic electrolytes, fulvic acids activate and energize nearly every biological process in the body. Now, this is going to help cells survive in the face of damage caused by things like emotional stress, uncontrolled infections, unbalanced diet, prolonged loss of sleep, and surgical shocks. This also makes fulvic acid useful for helping with things like chronic nerve pain, headaches, joint pain caused by arthritis, and bone or muscle pain that's associated with aging. So as a little bonus, I'm going to include answering the question of when should you take fulvic acid? And the answer is it is actually very important when you take this, and the best time to take fulvic acid is going to be around your time of eating, because it counteracts and detoxifies contaminants found in foods that are not organic. And we're talking about contaminants like pesticides, chemicals, and things of that nature. What you want to do is take this stuff 30 minutes before you eat, or you can take it 2 hours afterwards. Now, if you're on any kind of medications, you want to take this stuff 2 hours before you eat, and then it stays the same afterwards 2 hours after you eat.